Good evening, everyone. Praise the Lord. I'm here to give my testimony for people who don't know me. I'm Seline, Georgie's mom. I have my husband George, and he's out with my baby. He's 2 years old, 2.5, Sean. Last year, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. It was advanced, and pretty much some of you know what I had, but I wasn't ready. Still, I'm not ready to accept what I have or what I had. That's why I didn't want to. I was not ready to face anyone. It was really hard for me with my kids small, and so many things going on with life. I did mention to few of my friends, few of my close relatives. I didn't inform my parents till I was going for surgery. I just told them 2 days before the surgery that this is what is happening with me. When I was diagnosed, God was with me throughout this. It was a shock to me. I just had the baby and I was back to work permanently, and then soon being diagnosed with this, it was really hard for me. God was with me, and I got this diagnosis at the hospital where I work. My husband was outside with kids and it was taking long, so I asked him to go home, and after my CT was done, it was just me with the COVID. They won't allow anyone. I had friends, believers, at the place where I work, North York General Hospital, my ICU staff. So I called them. I told them first. I didn't know what to do, but I know there is a way. God is going to make me as a tool to glorify His name. My surgery, so the surgery through prep, you know how it takes, it's a long wait time, but in my case, I had so many help, and I was prioritized, and I got the date, but in the meantime, I had to take the water out of my belly. It was really hard and painful, and initially I was told they will operate me and see, because there was 2 different pathology results. So they said they will operate and see if they could take it out. If not, they will start the chemo, and then I have to go through the surgery. But the surgical prep, it was really hard for me. And so when I was I prayed, God, when they open me up, please make sure they can take out everything. I didn't want to go through that prep, because the prep itself was so painful, and getting tabbed, it's worse. We didn't have help because of COVID. Everything was so quick. My parents couldn't come here. They are sick. Luckily, my sister-in-law, my husband's brother's wife, Chichi, she was able to make it here for 10 days. She's a nurse, and we were so short-staffed. But God somehow helped her, and she was able to be here just the day before surgery. She had taken only a week leave, but my surgery was complicated. It got complicated at the hospital, so my stay was prolonged. And luckily, she was able to extend her leave as well during those times. So I was that was a big relief for me, because to know there is someone at home with my baby. I know everybody is there to help, but with the COVID, my baby was small. He hasn't had any exposure to, we were home for such a long time. So I was happy that he's in the home environment with someone I know. I was happy. All my friends, family, God worked through each and every one of you, the prayers. Everybody. I don't know how many. I won't be able to thank all the people. It's not enough. God is going to bless every day in my prayer. I pray God bless all the people who helped us to get through this. Some of you have been with me from the very beginning, and it's still like they have seen every stage I have been through. It's not easy. The truth is I don't want to think about it, but I want to tell you how grateful I am to God. My surgery was supposed to be 4 hours, but when they opened me up, luckily they were able to take out everything, like all the cancer. I was told if there is a no-fly zone, they won't be able to do anything, but I was blessed. They were able to take out every single tumor, nodes, everything the node touched, they were able to take it out. That day, God's hands worked through my doctors. There were 4 different surgeons. They were from different specialities. That's also a blessing to have all 4 of them together that day. They were free there to do the procedure for me. Before I went to surgery, I prayed God, please, when they open, let them take out everything. Please don't have me a colostomy bag. Even though I was told it would be a temporary one, I didn't want to have that. And I don't remember anything. And when I woke up, my surgery was 14 hours. And the doctors initially, they thought they'll lose me during the surgery because I had a massive blood loss and I was given many transfusions. But I made it, and when I woke up, I was looking for the bag. When they were waking me up, I touched my belly to see if there is a bag. I didn't have the left side too because there was fluid on the left side. It wasn't resolving. And when they were doing that, something happened. I don't know what. Something went wrong. I started coughing up blood. Really a huge amount of blood. I couldn't breathe. And I thought, this is it. I'm going to go. My husband, he was on his way. So the visiting hours starts at 10 in the morning. He was on his way. I wanted to see him for the one last time. I didn't want to close my eyes. And my kids and my husband, their visions were, I could see them. And I was praying, Jesus, help me, please help me. My baby, he needs me. I've been through a lot to have him, and he's a baby. I was breastfeeding him till I got diagnosed. So it was really hard. But I was at peace, to be honest. If I die, I was at peace, but I felt like I need more time. Jesus, please help me. I was praying. So they had me, it was a code blue, they turned me so I'm an ICU nurse, so I know what happens when there is a code. So these people all coming and I can hear them, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. And they were saying, the doctor is saying, I could see, they turned me, I could see on the monitors my heart, my saturation going down in 60s. And the doctor is saying, how is she awake and talking? I cannot believe, maybe these machines are wrong. I believe it's the God's work, God's hand. And they were saying, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. They were moving me to the ICU and I was praying, God, please don't let me go back. I don't want to be intubated again. I don't want anything of it, and please heal me. By the time I reached ICU after an hour or so, they were trying to, my blood pressure was very low. They were trying to, but I didn't close my eyes. I wanted to see my husband. I wanted to see him for one last time before I closed. But God helped me. He didn't let me die. And the doctors, they think it's a miracle. When I went for my first checkup, one of the surgeons, I went to see her. She was staring at me. She had so many residents with her, and she's saying, you know, you are a miracle. And that's when I knew. She said, what happened? And, like, she was there with me. She said, I was there for your surgery, and her part was the worst. And the part that she did the surgery that's when I was losing blood and everything. And she said she cannot believe that I made it this far. This is during after my second round of chemo. And so they said the hard part is over after I had my surgery. I came home. But to be honest, it was just the beginning of the worst. Chemo wasn't easy for me. Initially, okay, I thought, okay, that's it. Maybe I thought after the first chemo, okay, that's the pain, maybe that's from the surgery, everything will be better. But to be honest, I felt the pain from each of the hair follicle from my head. My joints hurt. I felt like my bones are going to break. I was just by myself. Nobody was allowed to come near me, nor my kids. The doctors didn't want anyone to be there. My Georgie will come and check on me every now and then, saying, "Mommy, are you okay? Mommy, are you okay?" And it's those are the days, you know. And I have chemo, I come. So when I go to chemo, the 3 weeks there's a gap. And then I think, okay, when I come, I want this, I want that. But, you know, every single wish I had, God fulfilled it for me through your hands, I should say. I wanted to, it's like I prayed, but those were the days where I couldn't pray. I don't have concentration, maybe because I'm in pain, or maybe because I don't know. And when you go for chemo, you see the others, and then you know you have a feeling, or you have nothing but the others have. And it's more because I was alone there. Even if my husband wanted to come, you know, the baby was small. He couldn't. I was comfortable to go alone rather than having the baby somewhere, because I'm very scared. I don't know why. I've always been protective with both my kids. But God, every small things, God, you know, what do you say? He made sure I got it. It's the food. I used to crave for food a lot. I watched only the food, how to make different kinds of food and things. And it was Christmas, so I wanted to have a plum cake. But initially we thought, okay, when we go for chemo, we'll get it from there. But you know, after chemo, I'm very tired. All I want to do is come home. I'm nauseous, and I don't want to stay or wait in the car. So we came home, and that day the father from our church, he came just to give the plum cake. Like, no, we didn't tell anyone. And then Korean Chetan came our home the next day. He also got a plum cake. Like small things, very, very small things I have asked. I wished God had given me. Every time they have a blood work before the chemo, by the time it was fourth chemo, I was ready to give up because I couldn't take it anymore. But the doctors wanted me to finish the chemo. They reduced the dosage of my medication, and by the time I had some checkups. So this is another thing. I went morning for a CT. And I was sitting right in front of the reception so that they can see me if anything happens, because I wasn't feeling good, and I got dizzy. I tried to call them. I know I couldn't. I wasn't able to stand because I couldn't feel my feet, and I was scared. I didn't want to fall, and I don't know what happened. But then at gentleman who was about to come register for a SAT in the front office. He saw me, and I think he said it to the people there that when I opened my eyes, I was on a stretcher, and they were taking me. But with God's grace, all the blood works, my blood levels were borderline. I was able to finish my chemo on time. I always prayed, God, please, please, please. And every time it's borderline, like that's the borderline, 0.1 or 0.2 from the borderline. I was lucky. He made me through it. It's the love of everyone, it's the prayers, and the truth is everywhere. It's not only here in India, in different parts of Canada, Kuwait. People I don't know, they have reached out to me. There was a chain group for the prayers for me. Something I want to tell the kids. As a child, I wasn't able to go to Sunday schools because my parents worked Monday to Saturday. And Sunday, the Sunday schools were really in the morning, and we had to get a train to go there, and it was a little far from our place, so we used to go to church. But every night we had prayer in our house, and when my dad was sick, everybody said he's going to die. I was in grade 8, but I prayed there in my home, and I had a strong belief that he will come back to me. He'll come back to our house, and 7 days he was in coma. Doctors had given up on him too, but he made it. And also when during my studies, my nursing, everything, God has helped me a lot. You won't believe, I was doing my post-BSc. We had 8 subjects to clear in the first year, and I was working at that time. So in India, we get only 4 days off, but I do evenings, and in the mornings I go to the college, get work, books, and did my studies. And they kept postponing the exams, and there was microbiology. I was very poor in microbiology, very poor in biochemistry. But I studied, I worked hard, and then it's like when I was doing my microbiology, one of the the junior students, like who was doing regular BSc, she came to me and she asked me, like randomly, Chechi, you need a book? I can give you my microbiology notes. And I got it, and I studied from it, and it's a lot of thing in that, and I was thinking, oh my God, how will I make it? The exam is tomorrow. But the truth is, whatever I studied, that's the only questions that came for the exam. I don't know how, but God, I cannot finish it in a day, but God helped me through that. And the same with the biochemistry. I thought, I'm not good in biochemistry, let me do biophysics, I'll get marks in biophysics. But the question that came in biophysics was out of syllabus. And biochemistry, the only one equation I learned, that's the only one that came for like 15 marks. And I was so confused as I went, and I wrote it down before I forgot. I was the last one to enter the classroom. So it's like every small things, it doesn't have to be big, small. Like if we pray, if we work hard, God is there, He will take care of us. I believe God gave, I have no complaints. The truth is, when I was a kid, sometimes with so many things I used to say, oh God, better you take me from this world, So we should never pray like that. We should never, because God will hear our prayer for sure. He healed me, and he heard my prayer, that prayer too. And I'm very grateful. Words are not enough, as I said. There are Munichechi, she knows, she was there with me from the very beginning, and she's been with me through all the stages. She has seen my pain and everything. And the thing is, I wasn't, it's still, I'm not ready to, like, I don't FaceTime with my parents or anyone. I don't want them to see me like this. I want them to see me when I'm a little bit more strong. But I'm very happy now. I'm happy. I know God is going to protect me, guide me, and He will give my strength back. He is my strength. Even if, it's not that I will be, like, it's my fight is still going on. I don't have any cancer. There was no, like I'm cancer free now, but how the doctors here, they will say different things, but I have a strong faith, and I know I'm completely healed, and it's all your prayers and blessings, and I want you all to continue your prayers for me and my family, and I will pray for each and every one of you. God is going to bless all of us. Thank you.